Hey everyone, it's Tim. I just wanted to, like I said, I was going to do in class, just create a quick video to hopefully help you all out with how to do mean, median, mode, and standard deviation in Excel. So I have the same data that we did in class today, the GPA class 1, GPA class 2. So if I wanted to get the mean, median, mode, and standard deviation for class 1, which is in cells A2 through A37, I would simply type in, again, I'm just putting mean here and mean here just to keep for my records, so when I go to look at numbers I understand what these numbers were, as opposed to just random numbers and having to kind of backtrack to see what they were. So for mean, I would type in equals average. So whenever you want to calculate the mean for something in Excel, you type in equals average, parentheses, and then I would want to input the data that I want to get the average of, or the mean of. So I could highlight A37 and scroll all the way up to A2. I don't want A1 because that's not included. And then I would type in parentheses, as you can see up here, equals average A2, A2 colon A37 parentheses, and then I got my average of 3.29. If I want to do that for the second class, I could do equals average again, and this time I'll just type it in. So B2 to B37, because I want to get the information for B2 to B37, and I get my average there. For median, it would be equals median, and the same thing, equals median, and then A2 to A37. And just a quick pointer, if you put A2 colon 37, it doesn't assume A, so you have to make sure you put in all the letters and numbers and close it out with the parentheses. So again, equals median, B2 to B37, parentheses, and we get our median. And same thing for mode, so equals mode, A2 to A37, and that gets our information for mode. So again, it takes A2 to A37, and we get our mode. And then the same thing with class 2, so equals mode, and I'll do it the old-fashioned way this time, so I'll highlight A37 or B37, sorry, up to B2. So I have all the information I want, parentheses, and we get our mode. So that is how you do mean, median, mode. If you click on the cells of the data set that I posted into Canvas after class, you should be able to see what they call the syntax. You should be able to see how I calculated it, so you can hopefully backtrack from there. And then the last thing I'm going to do is to calculate the standard deviation. So by doing this, it's equals STDEV, and it's going to give you some options, which I was talking about in class today. You want the STDEV.S because we are using the standard deviation for a sample. Almost never are we going to have all the information from a population. We'll almost always be dealing with samples. So we'll do equals STDEV.S, and then parentheses like we did with the other commands we just used. So A2 to A37 highlights the information I want, and I have my standard deviation for class 1. And then for the other class, I do the same thing. So equals STDEV.S, parentheses, B2 to B37, because that's the information I want from that. And there we go. So we get our standard deviation for class 2 and class 1. And we have our mean, so we can make pretty good comparisons as to how similar or different these two classes are. So on the whole, this would seem pretty similar. So class 1 had a mean of almost 3.3. Class 2 had a mean of 3.3. And our standard deviations was 0.38 and 0.41. So those are pretty small. We would actually want to investigate using a t-test to be sure, but those are pretty similar. So hopefully that helps you all out as you go along for stat assignment 1. If you have any questions, please let me know, but also refer to this data set that I posted in Canvas today. I posted one that's labeled key, which has all the information on it that we worked through in class, so you should be able to highlight and see these commands. Thank you, everyone.